It's week 14, and it feels like the 49ers just got crowned Super Bowl champions in early December. They just destroyed the Eagles. They got the Seahawks coming up again, and it seems like a clear path to the 6th Lombardi trophy. But they're not there yet. And before they do that, they got to play the Seahawks again. Do you think the 49ers are on the verge of an emotional letdown?
It's possible. Look, they're going to beat Seattle. Seattle is a really crummy team. They're going to beat them. But you saw how up they were for Philly. They wore those black costumes, and they sort of intimidated when they came in the stadium, the Eagles. They're not going to do that with the Seahawks. So they were more up for that game. We saw earlier in the season they lost 3 in a row. It still puzzles me. But obviously, part of it was they weren't up for those games. They thought they had made their statement with the Cowboys. So it's possible that they won't be as up for this game as they were for the Eagles, but they're still going to kill the Seahawks. Kill them.
Yeah. It's just interesting because it seems like at this point, the only team that can beat the Niners is themselves. And in retrospect, knowing that they were somewhat healthy and what was at stake against the Eagles, we probably should have picked them to win. Those are the games they get up for. And when they get up for a game, they're the best team in the league. But they don't always get up for games, as we saw in that 3-game losing streak. This is a team that thought they sort of proved themselves week 5 with that win over Dallas, and then let down for 3 weeks in a row, it seemed like to me. And even afterward, they kind of acknowledged it. They're like, we got to get back to taking these one day at a time, like one game at a time. Okay, so you just beat the Eagles. Are you thinking ahead to the Super Bowl? Are you grooving on just really embarrassing that team? Or are you as focused this week as you were last week? Because the Seahawks aren't good, but they'll be focused.
I don't think it makes a difference if they're focused. They're not well coached. They're not a good team. Oh, I can't stand that quarterback. The issue for the 49ers is not the opponent. It's they have to play to their standard. And for the 3-game lull, call it a lull, they didn't play to their standard. But now they have. They murdered Jacksonville. They murdered Philadelphia. A team has to have a standard, and they have to apply it every game, even against mediocre and bad teams. And we're going to learn that about the Niners. Again, they're going to beat Seattle. It'll be interesting to see how up for the game they are. Finally, I don't think it matters that much because they're going to win.